Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm going to try to make a long story short if that's possible. Anyway, from what transpired over the weekend, I want to say it was a lesson I was supposed to learn, and it could have also been a test. And if so, I probably failed. I'm feeling a little mixed about it right now. Anyway, spring cleaning dumpster. Dumpster is in the driveway, not out on the road. We have surveillance cameras, and the wife and I seen 3 people digging through the dumpster. And that really angered me. And so went outside, started yelling at them, started cussing, potty mouth. That's how I know I was really angry, and that's one thing that the Lord has been working with me on. I got a long way to go on that. Most of the time, I'm a pretty calm person. But when I feel like I'm being threatened, or especially my family, is being threatened. Of course, they weren't trying to break into the house, but, the point is, they were trying to make excuses, as why they were doing that. And it's like, I don't care so much you're going through the dumpster, but you're on private property. You're not welcome. You're not invited onto this property. We don't know you. It would have been one thing maybe if the dumpster would have been on the road, or if you would have just came to the door and say, hey, we noticed you're throwing away some stuff. Can we just have a look? If that would be possible. I really wouldn't have had an issue with that. Just don't come up at 9:30 at night asking or anything like that. But anyway, it just brought me to the thought of, they told me, well, you're throwing it away anyway, so what does it matter? It's like, that's not the point. The point is you are on private property. We didn't invite you, and we don't know you, And on the other hand, well, it just amazes me how people will make up an excuse to sin, how they'll make excuses for their sin, why they're doing it. And, a lot of times it seems like they even try to convince themselves that they're not in the wrong. And on the other hand, I even thought to myself, well, was it a test? The first part I think I am supposed to learn from. I believe I'm supposed to learn from. And then, like I said, the second part, was it a test? Was it a test for me? The thoughts that came into my mind was when Christ was talking about people asking you for your coat, for your clothing, for this, for that, that people being poor in spirit. Well, maybe they were poor in spirit. Perhaps they were poor in spirit. See, that's what I'm conflicted about. I just, from a fleshly standpoint, I just don't want to, a part of me wants to say, hey, get out of here. You're not wanted here. I don't know you. I don't know what your other intents are. How far are you willing to go? Are you willing to break into our cars? Are you willing to break into our house and cause my family bodily harm? I'm not about to take that chance. I believe that God gave me a family. He also gave me a family to protect, to look after their well-being. But that's one thing I've been grappling with. Not a lot, but that I was at least thinking about the other day. Was I in the wrong? Did I approach it wrong? Should I have been a little more calmer? I believe I should have been a little more calm. the fleshly side of me was thinking about, I need to portray myself as being menacing or as being threatening in order for them to get the message, get out of here. Maybe it could have been done in a more constructive way. But that's something that I definitely need to spend time in prayer with, is definitely my potty mouth. Something I'm not proud of for sure. But two major things that I wanted to take away from that, at least the learning part, is that people always make excuses for their sins, and I definitely don't want to make any excuses for my potty mouth. And then on the other hand, the whole thing about being poor in spirit, and then I also think about, well, entertaining angels unaware, as part of a test. That's also another thing, hospitality. But when it comes to stuff like that, I really like to be on guard, aware, of people's intent. You'll know them by their fruits. That's something else I got to take into an account. That's just something that I definitely am grappling with. I just don't want to open the doors and say, well, come on in. I mean, this day and age, you do that, and people are going to take everything you own, take everything you got, and they'll ask for more if possible. And then on the other hand, God gave me a family to be responsible for, to, I guess you could say, to be a shepherd, to look out after them, not only spiritually, but in the physical sense, being responsible for them. And I can definitely use your prayers, though, on my foul mouth. All right, guys. Have a good day.